of 10 years in a secret, maximum security dungeon.
Right.
And the regime that locked you in the dark, the exact same regime that tortured your friends, they finally collapse.
Yeah.
You walk out into the daylight. What is your very first move?
Most people would run. I mean, right.
Exactly. Or seek revenge, a violent grasp for political power, maybe. But today, we're looking at a man who emerged from a decade in the dark and decided the most radical thing he could possibly do was to hand out cows to single mothers.
It is wild.
Right. Okay, so let's unpack this.
It's honestly one of the most remarkable human pivots you can study. And to understand the magnitude of that pivot, we're doing a deep dive today into the life of Zegai Asfaw. We're drawing directly from extensive interviews and historical accounts of his life.
Because he was the unsung architect of one of the largest, most sweeping land reform programs in modern global history.
Right, Ethiopia's 1975 Land to the Tiller Proclamation.
And just so you, listening to this, know exactly what we're walking into today, the sources we are unpacking cover a period of intense, often violent upheaval in Ethiopia.
Extremely violent, yeah.
We are dealing with an absolute monarchy under Emperor Haile Selassie, followed by a Marxist military junta known as the Derg, and, various armed liberation fronts. The history here is incredibly polarized.
Oh, absolutely.
So our goal today isn't to play judge and jury or to endorse any specific political faction from these civil conflicts. We are just here to figure out how this one specific man navigated a terrifyingly volatile landscape.
Yeah, how he completely dismantled a centuries-old feudal system, survived the resulting chaos, and fundamentally transformed his own philosophy of power.
Precisely.
And you really cannot understand Zegai Asfaw, or the land reform he authored, without first understanding the ground he was born on.
Right, the literal ground.
Yes. If we connect this to the bigger picture, 20th century Ethiopia was defined by profound historical complexities regarding land, particularly in the south.
Because of Emperor Menelik II?
Yeah. Right. In the late 19th and early 20th centuries, Menelik expanded his empire southward. And this wasn't just a political conquest. It was a fundamental alteration of the earth.
Oh, so.
Well, the northern systems of land tenure, which were highly complex but generally kept land within communities, they were not applied in the south. Instead, massive tracts of southern land were confiscated.
Just taken outright.
Just taken and given to northern nobility, military officers, loyalists. So the indigenous populations living on that land suddenly woke up to find they were no longer owners.
They were tenants on their own ancestral soil.
Exactly.
So we're talking about the creation of an entire class of landless peasantry, practically overnight by historical standards.
Yeah.
And that brings us to Zegai's birth in 1942 in a rural village called Bukusami in the